Ryanir boss Michael O'Leary, he has said that alcohol should not be served in airport bars before morning flights. This is part of efforts to tackle bad passenger behaviour. So
we want to hear from you on this. Join us to discuss it is content creator and former flight attendant Niamh O'Connor and owner of the Nude Wine Company, Michelle Lawlor. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We've got a poll up on this as well. I want to ask you if you can get involved in it as well. Scan the QR code. Should pre-flight pints be banned? We're at 53% saying no. Michelle Lawlor, I think you probably were voting on that a few times. Well, you enjoyed
voted
it.
4 times.
Yeah.
No.
Well, what do you make of it? Listen, Michael O'Leary has called for either a 2-drink limit before flights or just to ban them early morning.
I would like to say I love Michael O'Leary. I think he's an amazing business person. So I'm really pro-Michael.
Okay, but not on this.
This is not helping this debate. Come on, let's come on.
So look at, God, I think when you look at it, there's certain flights. So is it a thing? And you don't want to get too woke about all of this, where you go, OK, here's my boarding pass. I'm going to one of, like, the Canary Islands where I think there's a lot of issues. And then you're told, no, you don't get a thing. And so you're kind of like borrowing someone. You know, at the airport, if you have to hand over your boarding pass to get a drink.
To buy something.
Yeah, which is way too, like, woke.
Well, then if you're deciding if this is a bad flight, Niamh, what was your experience like as a flight attendant?
So I was cabin crew, so I feel like I have a unique perspective.
Yes.
I kind of think it depends on the destination. Like, a lot of the destinations are fine, but then once you get to party destinations, like Ibiza, Canary Islands, a lot of Spain, they're just a complete disaster. And you're in, like, a tin in the air. There's nowhere to diffuse a situation if it occurs. So, yeah, I think it's a difficult one because it's not really fair to all the destinations that are fine, but for the party destinations, 100%.
But, I mean, listen, I enjoy a drink. Like, you go on your holidays, you're like, oh, I'm going to enjoy a glass of wine, pint, whatever else, right? But, like, I turn up sometimes for a flight at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. I see people with pints in front, and I think, how are they drinking at this time of the morning?
That's your problem.
Because they're 22.
But there is something to be said. I have been on flights with my kids, or I have been on a stag do where we've been in the airport for 2-3 hours before, and the pints are flying, and we're a bit leery on the plane. And I can see how flight attendants find it maybe quite intimidating and annoying.
There's no doormen on the airplane, effectively, which you have in a pub. You can be thrown out.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, it will be, like, the cabin crew could be 4 girls. There could be a plane full of a stag do. It is intimidating. And there's, it also, once you're in the air, the alcohol affects you differently. So you have 1 drink and then you get on the plane and it's not 1 drink anymore. So, yeah.
I always remember this Italian cabin crew member. She was always like, 1 on the ground, 3 in the air. Stop.
And that's so
people.
real. Like, that is so real, yeah.
But another thing that I've noticed, 0896 111 111, as to what you've actually seen on flights, because it feels like life is getting quite hard for people like air stewards, air attendants. I saw a man having to kind of diffuse a situation the other day, and it got aggro for no reason.
Yeah.
But kind of parents maybe having one too many.
Yeah.
And there's kids running around the place that then you become kind of childminders sometimes. Is that an issue?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's, like, the cabin crew are there for the safety of the passengers. They're not there to diffuse fights or arguments, and they're not there to look after your kids. I feel like that's kind of rude to say, but it's the truth. So, I think alcohol in such a, like, small, confined area where there's no, like, security measures,
Well, what about banning it on the plane then? Like, do you think that we should be banning selling alcohol on the plane?
The alcohol is awful on the plane as well.
Yeah.
Like, the wine is really bad.
Is that why people are getting so leery? The wine is bad.
Yeah.
Well, Michael O'Leary, he did this interview. Now, I believe he did the interview with Colette, and she asked him about, well, would you ban the alcohol on planes then if you want to ban it in the airport? And I remember him saying, yes, no problem. If they were to ban it on airports, I would do the same,
There's
no problem.
no way he would.
Well, this is...
Sorry, because...
This is the question. It's not reported in the Times that he said that.
Well, they asked him and he wouldn't answer that question.
Yeah.
But at the same
it's all
time...
money, isn't it?
At the same time, do you think, like, listen, we do enjoy a drink. Like, should we all be penalised for a couple of people misbehaving?
I would like to know, because I think it's just all data. If most of the flights that are missed are early morning, then sure, take it away from, like, you know, pre-10 a.m. or whatever that might be, if that's where the lariness is starting.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would think. And then, or is it way into the afternoon, because he said average one flight a day has been cancelled.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't say which, like,
What
is it
the
a
time
particular
is.
time window? Is it a particular destination? Because you can just hone it right in and deal with that problem, because we do all enjoy a drink. Your holiday starts in the airport with your gin and tonic.
But he's gone from saying like it used to be one flight a month that used to be cancelled to
day.
one a day
Yeah.
now, which is
Yeah.
a huge issue. And we're talking about jet fuel and what's going on in the world with all of that. This is also people's jobs and people's lives. So we were chatting here earlier on in the office and we were kind of saying, what about if they had normal pub opening hours in the airport? But see, everyone's trying to make money here. We got to remember that.
Yeah.
So what about if it was a pub opening hours? Would that make a difference to flights, Niamh, though, do you think? No.
Well, it depends. Like, some of the worst flights that I remember from when I was cabin crew were early morning. Like, the Ibiza flight very early in the morning, like, and we're only out of bed, like, coming, and these people have been drinking in the airport for hours. So, yeah, it might make a difference.
Why is it early morning that they're so
I don't know.
late?
I think it's
The cheaper
budget.
flight.
It's the budget thing.
Mm.
I think it's the budget thing.
But listen, if your flight is delayed, you're delayed by 4 hours, and you go back to the pub, all of a sudden, like, it passes the time.
Yeah.
But like, the problem, should planes maybe have bouncers? You know, at the departure gate, like as if a plane. I mean, so
He started with Tommy's taxis earlier on. Now he's got a new business
But like,
already.
would that not make more sense as opposed to having a ban for everybody in the airport? They have somebody at the door that says, no, you've had too much to drink, you're not getting on the flight.
Because if you're in a pub in Dublin City or whatever and there's a bouncer there, how often, though, do you see people who are way over the limit still being served? It's even hard in that environment. You're then expecting the airport staff to somehow manage that. But I think you're right. Maybe they just need...
Because it's not fair for the flight attendants to be doing
Bouncers
with
in
this.
the airport.
And listen, we've seen that, and he's spoken about, it's not just alcohol, it's a mixture of alcohol and drugs, which we know is rife around the place at the minute as well, that is sending people, and things just escalate, particularly when you're up in the air.
Yeah.
And we're talking about nurses at the minute. 6 in 10 nurses are wanting to quit because of the physical abuse that they're getting in hospitals. It's the same for flight attendants.
Absolutely. And you're, like, as I said before, you're literally in a tin in the sky. So there's nowhere that you can, de-escalate the situation.
If you had more of a chance of going, right, if you get absolutely hammered, you're not getting on this flight. We've got the power to go, you're not getting on. And you had a guard there going, no, you're not getting on, or someone. People would take it more seriously, wouldn't they? If there was a chance of being, nah, you're not going on your holiday.
And you would wonder...
There you go. We'll come up with something. Michael O'Leary, you think you're the genius out here. That's
Cheers.
This
is what it would be like.
Very hard to get this very weak tea here that looks like whiskey this morning. 0896 111 111. Would you like to see a ban on drink in the mornings? Could you go and have a drink at 7:56 in the morning? Sure, no problem for a lot of people. We'd love to hear from you. Michelle Lawlor from the Nude Wine Company and Niamh O'Connor, content creator. Thank you both.
Thanks both so much. Back with you shortly on Ireland Day.